Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I'm Den Haring. Welcome back to my channel, Fish Den 365. Today, we're going to look at a bait that I found to be quite intriguing. Let me tell you the story. So when I did that last video about the Mann's stingray grub, I wanted to get some more 3-inch stingray grubs in the root beer color. So I went on the Mann's website to buy them. But when I did, I found that they had a couple of new lure ideas that I thought were intriguing. And one of them was called a springer worm. And this one was designed for wacky rigging. And the thing that makes this very unique is that this springer worm is a spring encased in soft plastic. So inside this bait is a spring. The entire length of the bait is a spring. You can see it. If you look hard enough, you can see through the soft plastic and see the spring. And so it does, there's two things about this that make it quite interesting to me, and I'll have to play with it. I haven't fished with it, obviously. I just got them yesterday in the mail. And the first thing is, when they showed a video of this in the water, it really flapped. I mean, it had and it was because it has this spring in it. And it really worked. And because the spring is rather heavy, the bait has good weight to it. So it'll go down at a fairly good pace. You know, you have the Senkos today and some of the others that are impregnated with the salt that weights them just for that good fall. Well, this has a really nice fall because there's a spring in it. And the thing that I liked about it is that you can wacky rig it. Here's my wacky rig hook. And the way you go about doing this is you put it through one ring of the spring, and then you just make sure it comes out through another. There you have your wacky rig, and it ain't ever coming off of there because it's between two rings of a spring. And so, the guy who was talking about this, there was a video on the Mann's website. It was Paul Elias, a professional fisherman. He said that he caught 15 or 16 or 17 fish on the same bait, and it was still good to go. It never came off the hook, and the bait, it didn't get beat up too badly, so he kept fishing it. And that's a good thing because the baits aren't cheap. There's only 4 in a pack, and I think they're, $7 or $8 a pack. I'm not sure. But there's only 4 in a pack, but apparently they last a long time, and they solve the issue of the wacky rig, right? Where if you don't use a rubber band or an O-ring or some type of item on your wacky rig, then what tends to happen is if you just wacky rig through the bait, like a Senko, for example, and when you throw it out after a few catches or even just throwing it on a normal cast, the bait can fall off the hook and then you lose your bait. So this was, I thought, a really neat way of solving that problem because it's not coming off. The hook is locked in there. It even locks well once it won't slide back and forth very much either, which is another thing I like. And but you have, to me, the correct orientation of that hook, and the thing really has a crazy action as it's going down to the bottom. I thought it was pretty interesting. You could also nose rig this thing on a drop shot. You can always nose rig it or just nose rig it and throw it that way, and I'm sure it'll have quite a bit of action going down that way as well. Now, one thing you won't be able to do with this is Texas rig it with a regular hook because I just don't know if you can get through that spring that way. I suppose you could try. I don't know how that would work, but it was designed for this kind of fishing, a wacky rig style of fishing. And they come in a couple of different sizes. I believe they come in this one here. Maybe it says on the unit here. Let's see. Yeah, this is a 6-inch. This is black and blue 6-inch. Hopefully you can see that. And I believe the one in my hand here is a 4-inch size. So this would be a good one for smallmouths, for example. So looking forward to getting out on the water and trying these springers. They have a pretty interesting idea, and I'm looking forward to playing around with the springer and seeing how it works and how well it holds up. When I do that and start getting some fish experience with it, I'll probably do another video to let you know what I think of the bait, how it actually works in the water, and how it holds up. But it looks like a good idea from what I can see here. Well, that's it for today's video. I just thought I'd share this with you on a quick one. Pretty interesting bait right here. So we'll continue looking for baits like this, interesting stuff, and share it with you as we find this. we're in the winter months now, and so things get a little bit, I can't fish, open water, everything's frozen. So that's just where we are. But I am thinking about doing something new on Tuesdays. I'm going to call it Topwater Tuesdays. We're coming into the time of the year where I like to start thinking about topwaters. I know it's way early, but I love topwater fishing. And so what we'll probably do on upcoming Tuesdays is pick a topwater lure and review it for you guys and see what we come up with there. Let me know what you think of this idea in the comments, or if you have any experience fishing this thing in the comments. I'd love to know what your experience is with it. All right, that's it for today. Don't forget to give the thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, may God bless your fishing endeavors.